Hey guys, it's Jesse here from Downtown Ford. Today we're going over some routine maintenance topics. Today's topic is about brakes. Now brakes are a very important thing that you need to maintain on your vehicle. Sometimes it's easily overlooked. So real quick, how brakes work: as soon as you hit your brake pedal, hydraulic pressure is built up and it causes the piston in your caliper to squeeze on the brake pads and they pinch against your rotors here. When that happens, it causes a lot of excessive heat and wear and tear on the brake pad and the rotors themselves. So what we have here is a couple examples of rotors and pads, and we'll go over real quickly about what the conditions are of these and what causes the problems. So here we have a used rotor. This is a good example of a used rotor. It's nice and smooth, fairly shiny. Here are a couple used pads. As you can see, they're actually fairly worn down pretty evenly, which is what you want to see. Now over here on these rotors are examples of rotors that were not taken care of and not properly maintained. As you can see on this one here, the entire surface of the rotor is completely gouged up. What that means is that the pad was not replaced when it was supposed to be. When that happens, you're going to hear a very loud, awful grinding sound. When this happens, there is no more pad material on the pad and it's metal to metal. And that also means you no longer have friction, which means you no longer have stopping with those brakes. So this is a brand new brake pad right here. Most brake pads, brand new, have 10 to 12 millimeters of pad life on them. And this material wears down over time and as you drive. This brake pad here is a brake pad that needs replacement. Now, even though it still has material on it, it's considered to be a very low brake pad and needs replacement immediately. This is one that was completely worn out. As you can see, it's down completely to the metal, and whenever this gets down to the metal, it'll start rubbing the rotor and it'll cause it to look like this and make that awful grinding sound. Now this little gauge that we have right here is a depth gauge. In the green is obviously pads that are brand new. These are pads that are roughly about halfway through their life. And the red here, if you get your brake pads down to the red, that means that it's time to be replaced. But that also means the brake pads will not pass state inspection if the pad thickness is anywhere in this red. So it's a nice couple informational things for you guys to keep in mind and how important it is for you to maintain proper maintenance on your brakes.